Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining the Run Your Day podcast. As always, my name is Dan Hafner. Welcome into the show today. Another topic inside of this theme of starting from scratch, and today's topic is this. Oh my gosh, the novelty. Thank you for listening. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's show.
Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
All right, everyone. Good morning again. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys listening in every day. Today's topic is think of the novelty. Okay, so another topic inside of this theme of starting from scratch, and how I came up with this episode topic was every time there's something new that comes out into the market, or you start doing a different thing, there's a novelty to it, right? It causes disruption in the market or your life or something that absolutely changes everything. It's a game changer. And it's a novelty, right? A novelty that's why they call it a novel when they write a book. It's novel, it's different, it's unique. How can you be novel? How can you bring a novelty into the world? This always comes back to being creative, being innovative, being different, not being afraid to be bold and declare. And this can take some guts. Seriously, it can. When I started coming up with the idea for Runwage and the different ideas that I've had, that's what I've thought of is, okay, what can I bring to the market that hasn't been brought there already? Because you don't want to be another face in the crowd, really. You're never gonna succeed. You're never gonna stand out if you just blend in. If you don't actually just take something by the horns and absolutely change the outlook or change the entire game, right? So think about how you can become novel, how you can become different and unique. Not just in one area of your life, though. If you were really trying to, say you're trying to get a promotion at work, right? How can you actually stand out from the person next to you that does the same exact job? I mean, when it comes down to promotion time, it's not going to be a contest if, someone else has more of the intangible qualities, or they, are willing to put in some extra time and work, or they're more creative than you, and they're just willing to think outside the box. Like it's a no contest, So this doesn't really come down to being competitive. This comes down to being different, okay? One area in my life that I had trouble with for a very, very long time was this idea of just being creative and being almost like an artist, right? I never considered myself an artist. I always had terrible handwriting. I never thought that I would ever be able to create anything of actual value. And I mean, there's other things at play in that when it comes to confidence and when it comes to belief in myself and all that stuff. But that's kind of a topic for another day. But the underlying thing in it was that I always kind of told myself that, I wasn't creative. And it was a lie, because, I created this podcast. I'm creating apps. I'm creating a different life for myself. That's the biggest creation that I have done in my entire life. Is really, that's anyone's biggest creation, is your entire life. How did you actually get to the point where you're at? Your entire life is a novelty, if you think about it. The choices that you have made, whether you made them consciously or not, have led to where you currently are. That's just the truth. Either the choices that you have made or the choices that you have not made, hence making a choice, have led you to the current conditions that you face today as your reality. It's just true, and I didn't accept this for a very long time. I said, well, this circumstance happened to me and this kind of forced me down this path, and then this happened and I had to deal with that, and then this happened, and it just never, it was a never-ending cycle of blame shifting, really, is what it was. And that all stops the moment you realize that you got yourself into whatever situation you're in. And the beauty of it is that you can get yourself out of any situation you want to. You can. It just comes down to making different choices, consciously making different choices, and doing different things to get different results. It's that simple. I mean, you can't keep doing the same thing day after day after day and expect something different to happen. There's no novelty in that. There's no difference in that. It's going to get you the same exact results over and over and over. So if you want to break out of something, if you want to be different, if you want to be known, if you want to be distinguished, you have to come up with a novelty. You have to differentiate. That is the only way that you can stand out in today's world, in the marketplace, in the workforce, even inside of a relationship. If you're out there and you're single, like if you're trying to attract someone into your life, what makes you different from any other girl out there or any other guy out there? To someone else, you go out to a bar or you go out to a meet and greet or whatever, or you're online dating. Like, what makes you different? What makes you special than the next guy in line, or the next girl in line? Like, what makes you different? What makes me think that you're worth my time? What makes me think that, like, I could get to know this person. Seems like they're kind of shady, or they'll kind of blow me off, or whatever. Like, you don't want to be known from that. You want to be known as something better, as something that, like, oh, like, this is interesting. It's that initial interest, that peak of interest that hooks people, that hooks you. And then you're like, oh, I need to know more about this. I need to figure out more about this. And then people are hooked. So think about that today. How can you create that novelty? How can you create that hook that gets everyone, ooh, I need to figure this out. I need to learn more about this. That's what's going to take you to the next level. That's what's going to start your climb into the next level of being different, being novel, and creating something of awesome value. Okay? So that's my mission for you today. Thank you again for joining. I really appreciate you guys. If anyone would ever like to come on the show, please just Facebook me or tweet at me at Runwage or the Runwage Facebook page. Love to have someone on the show. Let you know let everyone else know how you like the show or how things are going in your own life. So always open to that. So again, be novel, be creative, be different, be awesome. Thank you for joining. My name is Dan Haffner, and this is the Run Your Day podcast, and we will talk at you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.